Hello students, in the previous lecture we have discussed about the shapes of orbitals, and in this lecture we are going to start a new topic, that is the energy of orbitals. Energy of orbitals. Okay, you know that every shell, right, generally these orbitals contains in the shells, n is equal to 1 and n is equal to k shell, l shell, m shell. Okay, and you know for every shell there is a particular energy. You learned in the Bohr's theory, right? You learned in the Bohr's theory, for every shell there is a energy. Okay, and you know that the energy will be increases. The energy, if suppose this is a nucleus and around that there are some shells, and totally it is an atom. Totally it is an atom. Okay, and you know that this is a n is equal 1 shell, this is a n is equal 2, and n is equal 3 third shell, then this is n is equal 4 fourth shell. Okay, right? And you know in the Bohr's theory you learn every shell, the first shell, second shell, third shell, fourth shell have some energy. Okay, the energy relation you learn. Okay, and also you know from n is equal 1 to n is equal 4, when the when the shell increases, okay, what will happen? The energy will also increases. You learned in the Bohr's theory, right? Okay, with increasing the shell number, the energy of that particular shells also increases. That means the energy of the first shell is lesser than the energy of the second shell than the energy of the, okay, so that means the energy of the second shell is more. That means obviously the orbitals present in the shell, okay, generally this shell also contains some orbitals, right? And that orbitals energy also obviously will be greater than this, right? So whatever the orbitals present in the second shells, so their energy obviously greater than the orbitals present in the first shell. Similarly, the orbitals are present in the third shell. Similarly, the orbitals present in the fourth shell. Okay, so that means with increasing the shell, okay, so what will happen? The energy of that particular shell or the orbital increases. Orbitals increases. Okay, so if I draw an energy diagram, okay, the energy increasing from bottom to top, the energy is increasing. Okay, so at the bottom what energy level can be present? Energy level of n is equal to 1, obviously, right? Okay, n is equal 1. Okay, in the n is equal 1, what orbitals can be present? That is only 1s orbital, right? So that means here you write the only 1s orbital, right? And next, higher energy, next you know that n is equal to, here it is a n is equal to, and in the n is equal, what can, how many orbitals can be present? There is a s orbital, there is a p orbital. Okay, so what, s orbital and p orbital. Again in the p, how many are there? 3. So total, this is a 1 and this is a 3, 4. That means here is a, you assume it is a 2s, and next is a 2p. This is a 2p. Okay, this is a 2s and this is a 2p. And next is that n is equal 3. Here is the n is equal 3. Okay, here is the n is equal 3. Again in the n is equal 3, how many are there? There is a 3s orbital, 3p orbital, and 3d orbitals can be present. Okay, so 3s means only 1 orbital, p means 3 orbital, d means 5 orbital. So total 5 plus 3 plus 1, 9. So that here it is a 3s and 3p and 3d. Next, here you assume it is a n is equal to 4. Okay, that means with increasing the n value, what is happening? The energy also increasing. The energy of that particular orbital is also increasing. Okay, are you clear now? Right. Yeah. So look at this. The energy of an electron in a hydrogen, sorry. So before going to that energy of orbitals, so we can express this in a two types. Okay. So one is with the atoms with the only one electron. Okay. And another one, the atoms with the more than one electron. Okay. So one electron dentlo untundi obviously in the hydrogen. Okay. Right. So energy of orbitals we are discussing in a two parts. One is the energy of orbitals with one electron, and same thing the energy of orbital with more than one electron for more than one electron. Obviously one electron containing atom is a hydrogen. Okay, so that first we can see about the hydrogen, then after that we can go to the other atoms. Okay, so in the hydrogen, how the energy of orbital distribution is that very simple. Here the energy of an electron in a hydrogen atom is determined only by the principal quantum number. That's it. Okay, already I told you, when the principal quantum number n value, when the n value increases, the energy of orbitals also increases. Okay, so that means the energy of the orbital increases as follows: 1s orbital is lesser energy than the 2s 2p, than the 3s 3p and 3d, than the 4s 4p 4d 4f. Okay, look at here, same diagram. 1s ground, here is the energy increasing from from bottom to top. So 1s 2s 2p 3s 3p 3d 4s 4p 4d and 4f. Very simple. Okay, and now these all the orbital, if now these 2s 2p, so ఒక 2s ఆర్బిటాలు మూడు 2p ఆర్బిటాల్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా. సో దీస్ 4 ఆర్బిటాల్స్ now you can call it as a degenerate orbitals. Degenerate orbitals. Okay, look at here, these 4 you can call it as a degenerate. Again here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So these 9 now you can say that degenerate. Degenerate means very simple, their energy is same, not the shape. The energy is same here, right? The energy is same. So the orbitals having the same energy are called degenerate orbitals. Okay, so what are the degenerate orbital? These. So all these are the degenerate orbitals, right? Okay, now we can go to the energy of orbitals with the energy of electron in multi-electron atoms. Energy of orbitals in multi-electron atoms, more than one. So here there is some logic is there. Okay, here the energy of an electron depends not only on its principal quantum number but also on its azimuthal quantum number. Okay, not only it depends on the n value, it also depends on the L value also. Okay, what is this? This is the n value and this is the L value. Okay, so the main reason why earlier it only depends on the n value, but here why again it is depending upon the L value, because the problem is that here it has only one electron. Okay, so that means either the electron can be present in the either 1s or in the 2s or 2p. If suppose it excited, here it is a ground state. Here, suppose if it is excited in a one orbital, you can see the electron. But when you come to the multi electrons, suppose you have a 2 electrons, so there is a chance those 2 electrons can be present either here, maybe one is here, one is here, or one is here, one is here, or somewhere one is here, one is here. There is a chance. Okay, so when you have a multiple electrons, there is a chance of repulsions between the electron and the electron, mutual repulsions. Suppose if one electron is here, one electron is here, then there is a chance repulsion between these two electrons. If they repel each other, what will happen? The stabilization, the stability changes. When they repel, the stability changes. Earlier, the stability of all the orbitals are same, the energy is same. But now, when they started repelling the electrons in a two different orbitals, what will happen? The energy changes. The energy changes. Okay, the main reason for having different energies of the subshells is the mutual repulsions among the electrons in a multi-electron atoms. ఓకే సో ఆ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ బయట ఉన్న ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ మధ్య రిపల్షన్స్ వచ్చేసరికి ఏమవుతుంది అంటే దెర్ ఈజ్ ఎ న్యూ డెవలప్మెంట్, దెర్ ఈజ్ ఎ న్యూ repulsions between the orbitals, the same energy orbital. So that is the reason why the energy shifts. Sometimes the energy of the 2s orbital decreases and 2p orbitals increases because of the repulsions between the electrons and electrons. Okay, right. So in this case, what I said, you have to consider, along with the n, you have to consider the L value. Okay, and further there are two rules. The first rule is that so the energy of an orbital can be calculated by the n plus L method. Not only with the n, here they go with the n plus L method. Okay, for the hydrogen, for the simple hydrogen we use the only n, but here we use the n plus L method. So what is the first rule? If any orbital with the higher value of n plus L, then it has a higher energy. How is that? Suppose the 2s and 2p both are at the one level, earlier, but look at the n plus L value. For the 2s, the n value is a 2, s value is 0, but overall it is 2. But the 2p, the n value is 2 and L value is 1, but overall it is 3. So that means here the 2n plus L value is more than the 2s, so that you can say that the 2p energy is more than the 2s. The 2p energy is more than 2s. Okay, very simple. For the multi-electron systems, you have to use the n plus L method. In the n plus L method, whatever the value of the n plus value is higher, then it has a higher energy. Simple. Suppose you take one more example. You take one more example here. 3s 3p 3d. Okay, 3s 3p 3d. Generally for this the n value is same, 3 3 3. Okay, that means you say all these orbital the energy is same. Okay, so that these are the degenerate. But in a multi-electron system, these are not the degenerate. So then what will happen? You have to calculate the n plus L method. So what is the L for the s? Okay, the L values for the s it is a 0, and for the p it is 1, for the d it is 2. So over the n plus L it is a 3, 4 and 5. So you can say, oh, among them again the 3s orbital energy is less than the 3p than the 3d, because the 3d n plus value is 5, the 3p n plus value is 4, the 3p n plus value is 3. Okay, so that the energy order like this. Again in the same third shell, the energy order is like this. Okay, if suppose there is a case that is 2p and 3s. So there is a case like this, and for this the n value is 2 and n value is 3 and L value is 1 and L value is 0 for the s. And come to the n plus value. Here we are counting the n plus L value, right? So in the n plus L value, here is a 3 and here is a 3. Sir, there is a case we are getting the same n plus L value. Then what we should now? In this case, what you have to do? You have to follow the second rule. When the n plus values are equal in an orbital, equal, then you have to follow an orbital with the higher value of n has a higher energy. Okay, higher value of n has a higher energy. That means where the higher n value, there it has a high n value than this. Okay, so that means the 3s has a higher energy than the 2p energy order. Simply, sir, the n value is more, so that it has a high energy. Obviously you can say like that, but in the multi-electron system, how you have to go? You have to go like this. In the first step, you have to find out the n plus L value, and if those are same, in the second step you have to see the only n value. Only n value. Okay, so higher the n value, the energy is high. Higher the energy. Higher the energy. Okay, right? Are you clear now? Yes. Same thing, 3s has a more. So you see the table, the arrangement of orbital with increasing the energy on the basis of n plus L rule. Okay, so what is the orbital? First 1s orbital, n is equal to 1, so L is equal to 0, 1, right? And next 2s, 2, 0, 2. 2p orbital, for the 2p the n value is 2 and L value is 1, but it is 3. Okay, so that the energy, 1s energy is less, and so whatever that lesser than the 2s than the 2p. Next 3s, in the 3s n is equal 3 and L is equal 0, but overall 3, so here both are same. So if the both are same, n plus L value is same, then you have to see the only n value. So here the n value is high, so that this energy is more than the 2p. And next 3p, 3s, after 3s 3p, you see the 3p, 3, 1, 4, and next 4s, 4, 0, 4. Okay, so again 4, 4, and with the 4s the n value is high, so the 4 has a more energy. Next 3d, sir, 3s, 3p, 3d. Now why you are writing 4s? You see the 3d, 3 plus 2, 5, so the n plus L value is again high than the 4s. So first rule say, the first rule itself saying the 4s has a lower energy than the 3d, right? Again in the 3d, 4p, 5s, you can see the 5 all has the n plus L value of 5, but see the n value 3, 4, 5, so that obviously the n is equal 3 with the 3d has a lower energy than the 4p than the 5. Yes, this is all about the order, energy order. Okay, why this energy order is important is that the electron filling, you know that. Next we can see the filling of orbitals. That follows the electron first fill into the lower energy level, then the higher energy, than the higher, than the higher. Okay, so order of filling of orbital, how the order follows is that first 1s, and next is the 2s, then followed by the 2p, 3s, then by the 3p, 4s, then by the 3d, 4p, 5s, then by the 4d, 5p, 6s, then the like this. It follow like this. Okay, so that means first electron will enter into the 1s, and the next electron in the 1s, 2 electrons, next is the 2s, next is the 2p, 3s, next is the 3p, 4s, like this the order of filling of orbitals. Okay, right. In the next lecture we are going to see the another one, filling of orbitals in an atom.